So let's start with the first question. On page number 19 of your textbook, A1 first, it says form groups and explain the following words with examples. You can take help of your teacher. So the first word is humility. Humility means the quality of having modest or humbleness. A person who is very humble, who gives less importance to himself. How we can understand this? See the example. Letting someone ahead of you when you are standing in a queue in a line and you allow some other person to go ahead of you when you see they are in a hurry, that is an act of humility. So when you give less importance to yourself and give importance to other people, so that is humility. Next one is courtesy. Courtesy means polite behavior, mannered person. So when we greet people with smile on face when we meet them, so that is courtesy. Or using please and thank you is the part of courtesy. Empathy. Empathy means the ability to understand the feelings and emotions of other people. When your friend wins the first prize, so you will have the same feeling, the same excitement as your friend has. So that is empathy, having the same feeling and same understanding as the other person has, same excitement. Next one is self esteem, self respect, or self belief means giving importance to yourself. Sometimes you need to give importance to yourself as you are the valuable person. So whenever you think or you feel that you are good, that you are a good person, you think about yourself and you give value to yourself. We should give self respect, or we should respect ourselves first, then only we can respect others. Next one is generosity. It is the quality of willing to share the things with other people, mostly the extra things. So when you donate extra food or extra clothes to poor people, it is the act of generosity. Next is gratitude. Gratitude means you feel thankful to other people. You are grateful to other people. So the feeling that you have when someone does nice for you, the feeling that you have when someone helps you, that is gratitude. Sympathy. Sympathy and empathy, they both are different. Please understand this. Sympathy means the feeling sadness for other people. You don't feel exactly that person feels. You feel sad for that people, for other people. So when your friend tested corona positive, you feel sad for your friend. So it is sympathy. Next question that you see, A2 first, on again page number 19. Read the text and state whether the following statements are true or false. Correct the false statements. Let's see the answer, correct answers. Peter problem in day-to-day life can be solved by sweet words. It's true. Second, great wars could have been avoided by a little courtesy. True. Third, observance of etiquette in a normal situation is important, but more important is that observance when the situation is adverse. True. D. Words like please and thank you help us in making our passage through life uneasy. It's so simple. The answer is false. The correct sentence is words like please and thank you help us in making our passage through life easy. Next is the law permits anybody to use violence if any other person is discourteous. Answer is false. The correct answer is, I know you can't see there now. The correct answer is the law does not permit anybody to use violence if another person is discourteous. Go to the next question. A2 second. Select the most appropriate sentences which suggest the theme of the essay. Let's see the sentences first. The essay tells us about courtesy, civility, that is politeness, civilized person, morality, responsibility, and control. The essay means the lesson. B. The essay explores the difficulties that can be incurred by an individual when dealing with public. So, this lesson tells the difficulties that a person faces when he deals with the public. You have to choose the correct sentences here, which tells about the theme of the essay. C. One can keep one's peace of mind without having to lower themselves to the level of the perceived offender. It means one person can have his peace of mind without coming down to the person who has made mistakes or who has did some wrong things. And D, people with low esteem are generally difficult to work with and they look down upon others to get a feeling of superiority. So people, those who don't have self-esteem, self-respect to themselves, it is quite difficult to work with them, and such people they always search other people to get that feeling that I am superior. The correct answer will be in red color. The first, the essay tells us about courtesy, civility, morality, responsibility, and control. The second one, C, one can keep one's peace of mind without having to lower themselves. So I hope you got the answer here. Now we move to the A2's third question. In the first one, find the reasons for the liftman's uncivilized behavior. You can read the question here as well. Find the reasons for the liftman's uncivilized behavior. Answer is expected in 4 to 5 sentences. Otherwise, the answer is in a single line. The reasons for the liftman's uncivilized behavior are as follow. The passenger entered the lift, said top, on which the liftman demanded him to use please. But the passenger refused to use please in his sentence, and he did not request liftman to take him to the top floor. So the liftman threw the passenger out of his lift that morning. So the reason for the liftman's uncivilized behavior is the impolite behavior or uncivilized behavior of the passenger, or the passenger did not obey or did not accept the liftman's request. The next, A2's third, B. The question is B. List the people and their behavior that made the passenger rude and ill-mannered? See the answer. This is the answer that you see in the box. The first, the housemaid. Now, who is housemaid? We don't know. After the answer, it will be clear to you. Housemaid answered the cook back. She answered back to the cook. The cook had been rude to the employer's wife. So, this housemaid, the cook, they are the servant working in the employer's house. And this cook, he was rude to the employer's wife. The employer, the person who gives job to other people. So the employer's wife henpecked the employer to obey her during breakfast. Henpecked means criticized, quarreled kind, that you are not listening me. And the employer that they did not say good morning to his employee. Who is the employee? The passenger. And due to this bad behavior of employer towards his employee, the passenger, that is the employee, was discourteous to the liftman, and the liftman threw the passenger out of the lift because the passenger did not use please. So this is the answer of the A to third B question, as we are discussing A1 and A2. So let's move to the next. A2's fourth question on page number 20. Good manners are required in our daily life for making our social contacts more cooperative and friendly. So illustrate the behavior of the polite conductor with different people in various situations. As it has two situations, sorry, two incidents. One is the incident of liftman and other is the incident of good conductor, polite conductor. So the first incident or the first situation, the writer's sensitive toe was trampled on by the conductor. So the conductor behavior was, he said sorry with an apology and courtesy. Now we are looking for the B. In the rainy season, dealing with people, the conductor would run up the stairs to give help or tip to the people that there was room inside. So please come inside. That is his behavior. He helped them. He suggests them to get inside the bus. C. Dealing with old people. How the conductor behaves with the old people. The conductor was as considerate as a son. So he behaves like a son to the old people. Dealing with the children, the conductor was as solicitous as a father. He behaved in a fatherly way, father figure. E. Dealing with young children. How he deals with the young children? He had peculiar warm place in his heart for young children, and he always indulged with them in some merry jest. Merry means happy. So he share some happy moments, crack some jokes with them, and he had always had warm place in his heart for these young children. Dealing with a blind man, the conductor would take him down safely on the pavement, on the road, on the street, and sometimes he asked the driver to wait while the old man would take safely on the road, or he would take the old man safely on his way. Hope you are cleared with this answer. The next is A2's fifth. It says discuss and write the impact of good temper and kindliness on the society in the light of the good mannered conductor. So this mannered conductor, what impact does he create on the society? His good behavior, his kind gestures, what impacts does it create? As the writer rightly said, if bad manners are infectious, contagious, in the same way the good manners also infectious. So if we experience bad temper, and most of us apt to become impolite. If we have some bad incident, we become sad, or in the same way we behave impolite. But it is uncommon that impolite person can agree with sunny people. Sunny people means happy people. So impolite people, they cannot agree with happy people. So writer is surprised to see how good mannered conductor impacted the writer himself. The writer was shocked with especially the ease with which the conductor go through his work. So it is with manners as the weather. Nothing clears up my spirits like a fine day, the John Keats said. So the manners are like weather. If the good manner is there, suitable climate is there, so it brings joy. So a cheerful person brings down even the gloomiest of us. Gloomiest means the depressed thing, the saddest thing. That also can come down if we have the company of cheerful person, happy person. So something of the blessings of a fine day. So we'll have that day, fine day. So when we are with friends, happy friends, so our mood get changed. So it was always fine weather on the polite conductor's bus. So his courtesy, his conciliatory address, his polite address, and humored bearing, good humor, good humored behavior also you can say. It infected his passengers. And in the lightning, the spirits, he lightened his own task as well. So he has impacted, so he has infected his passenger as well as he has lightened his own task as well. So the happy person, he spreads happiness to everywhere, and he himself is happy. He gets happiness by spreading happiness to other. So his cheerful behavior was not a wasteful luxury, it was a sound investment for himself as well. So this good mannered conductor creates healthy atmosphere and spreads positive vibes. I hope you have cleared with this answer. Let's move to the a second six. A modest calling can be dignified by good temper and kindly feeling. Explain the statement with examples. A modest calling means a humble situation or peaceful situation. It can be made possible by good behavior, by kind gestures or kind feelings. Let's see the answer. Yes, the humble and peaceful atmosphere can be made possible with good and kind social behavior. And the writer has given us the example of well-mannered conductor who could have asked the writer to get down from the bus as the writer had no money to buy a ticket. As per the law, the conductor could do it easily, but the conductor ignored it and allowed the writer to travel. And when the conductor trampled on the writer's sensitive toe with his heavy boot, The conductor did not fail to apologize quickly, so his polite and courtesy with other passengers as well make a modest calling. So it shows that the peaceful coexistence is possible only with the help of good and kind feeling. So it is true that there is no law against bad manners, but we also need to understand that the law cannot teach anybody to be civil or polite. So small gestures can bring smile on the face of the people or on the person. So we need to improve ourselves for achieving all these qualities. So yes, modest calling can be made dignified by good behavior, kindly feeling. Hope it is clear to you. Let's move to the last question of this session. A2's seventh one. The question is, the service of the police is necessary for the implementation of law in our society. Do you think you require this service for good social environment? Discuss. As it is said, discuss. We're supposed to discuss. But here you get one sample of answer. This is not the final answer. This is just one sample. You can have your views on it, or you can have different view that you can show in written to me. Let's see the answer here. Yes, the service of the police is essential for the implementation of law in our society. I think we require this service for good social environment in our society. I also feel to maintain law and order in our society, good social behavior is more important than the service of the police. But it is impossible to demand everyone in our society to follow rules and regulations or to abide the laws. So peace and crimeless society is like utopian society. Utopian society, a society where there is no crime and violence. Peace and harmony is there. Even the small incident may lead to violence and disturb the peace in our society. So hence